Game of the year, 10 out of 10. Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan and welcome to Barbourshop, a show that truly is a cut above the rest. Anyways, today we're looking at a new shooter called Toxikk. Toxikk is made by the company Reactor Studios, and it is currently free to play on Steam. I say free to play with air quotes, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So, what is Toxikk? Toxikk is an arena shooter. And for those of you who don't know, an arena shooter is kind of like Call of Duty, except it's nothing like Call of Duty, because you go really fast, you don't aim down the sights, health doesn't respawn, and you don't have classes with weapons or perks or anything. Basically, it's you and a gun, you run fast, and whoever aims better and whoever has the better reflexes typically comes out on top. It's a really fun kind of game variant on the shooter that I've actually never played before, which is why when I first started playing this, I was a bit confused as to what in the world was going on. I came into the game with a Battlefield or a Call of Duty perspective, and I was thinking, why can't I aim down the sights? Why can't I melee this guy? Why are there no class upgrades or anything? So, originally for the first couple of matches, I was having a bit of a rough time, and I was about to write the game off, but then I realized, wait a second, this is like Quake or like Unreal Tournament, an arena shooter, so after I started going in with that mindset, it was actually a whole lot better for me. Now, in my defense, I've never actually played an arena shooter before, which is why I was probably a little bit slower than most people catching on. So anyways, what does this game have going for it? Well, like I said, it's an arena shooter, so it's going to be way different than the games you typically expect a shooter to be like. So, when you shoot at someone, shoot where you think they're going to be, because bullets travel in real time and they have a physical mass to them. So, if you shoot a bullet in a straight line and someone goes to the right, the bullet won't shoot them, you gotta shoot where they're going to be. And that's really cool. That's something that doesn't typically happen in most games. It's also got health pickups, because health doesn't respawn. There's armor you can pick up. Really, this game's kind of like a love letter or homage to 90s and early 2000s shooters. And if you look at the game description, that's exactly what it calls itself. An homage to classic games with better graphics, better user interface, and kind of a modern sheen and polish to it, which is really cool. However, though, I will say the game's not exactly the most original thing in the world. It's a love letter to these games, but at the same time, it doesn't really improve on the concepts that much. It polishes and takes what already works and gives it to you, and that's a good thing, but I do wish there was a bit more variety. And also, like I said earlier, this game is free to play, but when I say free to play, you're getting a not complete version of the game. If any of you remember back when the iPhone first came out, or any of the smartphones, there was a paid-for version of the game and a light version of the game. The light version was like the full version, except there was missing content, you couldn't quite get everything, and then once you reach the end, it's like, oh, okay, you want the rest here, pay $5 and get the game from us. That's kind of what it's like here. You do get the full game, you get to play all the games and shoot all the people in it, level up and stuff, but you can't find matches, you can't play with friends, and you can't do anything except quick match, which is random. So you don't know if you'll be getting team deathmatch, free-for-all, objective game modes, who knows. So that kind of does stink, especially if you want to play with friends. Because I was literally thinking, oh, this game's really fun, I should get all my friends to play and we'll be on our team together. Turns out we can't do that now unless we all buy the game. But in its defense, it's only $11 right now. It's typically $15, but it's on sale. So if you like what you see here, maybe pay for it, We do actually have games that pay for with money now. It's not all free to play. But I digress. So there are a few things the game does to make it original. It's not much, but it is a little bit. For starters, you can go ragdoll and just flop randomly on the field like you saw at the start of the video. I'm not really sure what the purpose is. Maybe it's to play dead, make your opponent think they killed you, who knows. I think it's entertaining. Also, the game's a little bit like the Crisis series, which I say that because there's an armor energy meter you gotta take into account. So you can go into stealth, and you can spawn vehicles, and you can do other things in the game, but in order to do that, you need power in your suit. So if you waste all of your power, you can't do anything. So for example, if there's an enemy chasing you, you can crouch in a corner, activate stealth, you go invisible. Or if you're in this huge arena and you need to travel quickly, use your armor energy, spawn a vehicle, and you can drive somewhere else. It's pretty cool, and again, that's not much, but it does differentiate itself slightly. And at this point, the only other real criticism I can give the game is that the servers are very underpopulated. I played my first 3 matches, none of them were full matches or full lobbies, and I think part of it is just because the game's new, most people haven't heard of it, and hopefully with a video like this, people will get aware of it, and people will come and fill the servers. And yeah, I think that's about it for the game. Toxikk seems like a really fun game. It shows a lot of potential even if it's not that original, and I think if you feel like paying for it, pay for it. It's cheap, and, games are fun. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I definitely do recommend this game. It seems like it's got a lot of potential, and I look forward to seeing what it does in the future. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.